Yeah, I would say the goal is like AOTC, KSM, simple things that people go for. Nothing really too over the top. Really depends. I mean, I don't even know what it's going to look like when I hit max level. I'm not even sure if I have to do like Korthia or if I could be a new player and skip straight to Zereth Mortis and shit like that. I don't even know. All right, I think we were leveling on the east side of the map. It's so weird because I'm so used to like following a campaign, but I don't know. Is there a campaign? I mean, I guess that is the story progress, yeah. Never mind, there it is. For the new players, you gotta do the first 3 chapters of Korthia, and then you can go and get into ZM. Really? Blizzard actually makes you go into Korthia as a brand new player? Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess as a brand new player, you're not really corrupted, you know, by social media bullshit that a lot of us are exposed to. So I guess it would be all right if you had to do Korthia as a brand new player who's never played WoW. 2 more days to see a Dragonflight is truly the next expansion. Can't wait for Towelliee to be wrong. Okay. It's all messed up. Wait a minute. Dang. Lucky number 21. My character can now drink. Let's go. Well, I got Tar Trap. What's up with Tar Trap? That's it's a slow, yeah? Let's see. Tar Trap. Put that over here somewhere. AoE slow, yeah. If I use that in Mythic Plus as a slow down while tanks are kiting, yeah? Oh, damn. Someone out here actually leveling. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, bro. You're a DK. Pull everything. He's like, nah. I gotta go. How is it going with your hunter? 22. Look on the screen. Tells you all the info you need. 22. Experience needed. Completed. Rested. Session. Bunch of cool shit. You get all the infos. I mean, I'm going to, as you know, as pretty much as more calm and fast as a pace as I possibly can for a brand new account with like no attachments and no way of like increasing my leveling speed or skipping stuff, right? Like it's what everyone has to deal with if you have a brand new account. Luckily, you know, BFA was only just a little while ago, so all the leveling from BFA is still fresh in most people's minds, at least mine, so I don't really have to struggle too much in trying to find out what I have to do, where I have to go, all this other stuff. Ooh, that's actually pretty crazy. I didn't know you could do that. So there's an ability that like knocks you off a ledge or something like that. You can actually just harpoon back in, kind of like a charge back in or a glide back in kind of situation. So many times I've like literally pressed my keybind to get on my long boy to like sell shit on the auction house, realizing I don't have a long boy. Sag. Look at all those quest turn-ins. The thing of beauty when you see that on your, look at that. Boom, 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 boom.
Speak your business.
Bracers. Oh yeah, we definitely need hands. You gonna ding it up? Ding it up? Not yet. Almost. I want to hit 25. When we hit 25, we're going to queue for our daily dungeon. I'm not a fan of dungeon spamming, but I mean, you know. Now, if I was a tank, I'd be dungeon spamming, but as a DPS, I feel like I'm doing more EXP, just leveling about. It's kind of weird. I usually don't go through the last expansions anymore to level just because Chromie time exists, but that would be on my main. That's Project 60. That's gonna come pretty soon as well. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't say soon. I'd say probably a couple of months. Although it's gonna take a while to level all those characters to 60 without boosting the majority of them. I usually boost the annoying characters like mages and shit that I have. I only have one mage, so yeah, I like leveling in Draenor. Just initial like Khadgar going through Draenor storyline, that by itself with like is like 3 levels. And then just go to Gorgron, do all the bonus objectives, then you're done. just I don't not at all. Not a fan. Dang. I use them when I have to for the purpose of you know, like farming mounts and shit, and that's about it. I'm not even sure why I ever created my first mage. Are survival hunters finally playable? Yeah, man, they're like OP as fuck. Wait till the MDI, bro. They're probably gonna still use them, even though they nerfed the you know, the max damage, which is still 8, by the way. It's not like it's anything crazy. People all up in arms about this, like, oh, survival hunter got nerfed. It's so terrible. What are you talking about? They have full power against 8 mobs at the same time, and then after that, the damage goes down a bit. It's like, bro, that's still insanely overpowered. They just, like I said, they just don't want degenerate gameplay at the MDI. Well, I mean, the MDI is always degenerate gameplay. They don't want overly degenerate gameplay at the MDI. Which, like I said, I'm still kind of upset that it's a shame that they make changes to the live game based off of MDI cheeses. It's like, why not just make the changes specifically on the tournament realm and not on live and let the people on live have their fun, you know? Just makes no sense. Well, they do make a tournament realm for it, right? That's where the MDI takes place, on a tournament realm. That's why I'm always confused as to why they don't just make the changes on a tournament realm. There's a few times during an expansion where you can always expect Blizzard to make changes to the game. And one of them is always going to be probably the Monday before any new raid comes out, Mythic or Normal or Heroic, and then the MDI. Or AWC. Then you play Destro Survival if you think it's minor nerf changes anything. Well, I didn't see what happened to Destro. Well, it depends. Is Destro the rating play or the Mythic Plus play? I would assume Destro is the changes they made were Mythic Plus related, right? Like, once again. Destro also capped at 8. And from what I heard, they got double capped. That's what that's what I heard. I heard they got double clapped up. Like it started at 8, then they lowered it to 5. I mean, it was nice when Blizzard you know, got rid of the AoE capping. What was it? Was that 915? Forgot when they did it, but I didn't think they realized just how insane a lot of the specs were going to be with like 4-piece sets, 2-piece sets, you know. I've always been a big supporter of it's the end of the expansion, let us do what we want kind of guy. I think I would say almost every other day in our super duper secretest of the secret discourse that we have, I'm always every day saying, hey, how come this isn't, you know, unlocked, or how come this isn't account wide at this point? How come we're still dealing with this and still dealing with that? I'm assuming right now they don't really care much for any feedback because they're probably getting ready for Tuesday. So it's probably kind of hard for them to even pay attention to anything. Was my pet dead? Oh, he is dead. Let me revive pet. Yeah, it's a long ass cast. Wasn't revive pet like a really short cast? That seemed pretty fucking long. You made a hunter who was too strong, and 8 targets is not a bad cap. The way I see it is 8 targets is still a lot, because we're talking about, once again, small percentage, right, of the population of WoW that plays Mythic Plus at that high of a level where they can pull more than 8 consistently throughout an entire dungeon. They were probably already monitoring like Echo and all these other Mythic Plus or MDI guilds doing their practices and seeing what they were doing with survival and being like, okay, you know, like, obviously these are the kind of players that can only really do this, along with maybe a couple of hundred others in the entire world. And then after that, you have us. And the mobs just disappeared. Ding! 25. Ooh, another ring. Nice. There we go. Oh, and it's a blue. And it's a blue. Let's go, dude. Finally completed my entire gear set. of amazing gear. So we have Guerrilla Tactics. Wild Bomb now has 2 charges, and the initial explosion deals 100% increased damage. I'm assuming that's what you do. Serpent Sting fires arrows at 2 additional enemies near your target, and its damage over time is increased by 20%. That's actually pretty nice. And Butchery, which replaces Carve. 30 focus, attacks all nearby enemies in a flurry of strikes, inflicting 135 physical damage to each. Deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. So I'm assuming Guerrilla Tactics, right? Yeah. I'm looking at chat now. I'm assuming Guerrilla Tactics. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, that's crazy. So I have 2 charges of Kill Command, 2 charges of Wildfire Bomb. Then eventually Carve will reduce Wildfire Bomb by a bit. That's pretty insane. Ooh, man, I am pumping now, dude. Oh, and we get a dungeon right as we finish this quest. Nice. All right, let's see what dungeon we get. The Zarlor. I thought it was going to be Freehold. I've already done the Zarlor, but whatever. Oh, damn. I'm in the middle of like a wipe group. Okay. Okay. All right. Morning wipe group kicking in. People arguing already. All right. All right. On a normal mode. This is the way of life in WoW. Let's go. Are we ready to roll? Hey, this is going to be easy EXP. Oh, do you have to kill them at the same time on normal? I don't think you do, right? Oh, you don't have to do it. Okay. Oh, that's easy. Man, and I just pop Lust too, man. How does Lust not reset when you go into a dungeon? Whoa, what is going on with this damage in here? Easy mode. Look at that. And I got an upgrade with a socket. With a socket, boys. Sock it to me, baby. Got a socket out of that shit. Let's go. Let's go. Socket mode, y'all. What do I even put in there? Like, what sockets even fit in that? Like, seriously. This bear tank just wants to keep him in this big ass thing. That's fine too. No loot, unfortunate. Ooh, plate wrists. Wait, did I just ding? Oh, I did just ding. Yeah, that was a big dinger right there. All right, first one of the day, right? Usually the biggest one. Level 27. Oh, I just got misdirect. Okay. Do you think Blizzard could ever make their psychotic players happy? No, never. At the same time, I look at it and I say, that's why WoW is still the best. Is because so many people are so passionate about the issues of WoW, whether they're happy or sad or bad or good. You know? Like, come on, man. You know, for real, like, a large portion of the players that say that, you know, oh, you know, they're not going to play this next expansion. They're going to hold out and see what happens. They buy it. You know they buy it. They're going to buy it. They say that shit. And then when they see everybody else having fun playing the beginning of an expansion and they're not having fun, they're going to buy it. Whether they stay and play it, that's another thing. But, you know, when people say, oh, I'm going to skip this expansion. Skip this one. And you will skip. I mean, people do skip expansions all the time. I know people who just came back to playing WoW now and haven't played since, like, I don't know, Cataclysm. But they came back. They did come back. Baby, come back. Yeah, like, Lost Ark does promote a lot of solo gameplay. You know, like queuing for even like hard mode abyssals and Argos and raids and stuff like that. But, you know, Blizzard has its own difficulties that you can queue for. But if you're asking, you know, should you be able to queue for, let's say, like you know, Mythic Plus? I don't know, man. I feel like that's a recipe for disaster. You know, like imagine how many dead groups come out of that shit. Like, you'd have to put up a queue finder for like. Then keys wouldn't be necessary, right? Then you wouldn't need keys, I guess, either. Wouldn't have to have any of that. Yeah, random Mythic Pluses just sounds terrible. Because, you know, the way that, you know, Lost Ark presents content and Blizzard presents content is very different. Now, queuing for rated battlegrounds, maybe, but then you'd have to really put
the correct healer comp, right? There's a Trinity system in WoW. There's not a Trinity system in Lost Ark. In Lost Ark, you can queue up for a team elimination, team deathmatch, and you go up against triple paladin versus gun lancer, double deathblade or something, right? In WoW, you know, you'd have to queue for a rated battleground, and Blizzard would have to put in these like mathematical algorithms to make sure that it's balanced out properly. Like for me, I think normal mode rating should be something that's queuable, and LFR should just at this point be removed. Not because I don't believe that LFR shouldn't exist. I've always believed that casual players should have a space to do what they want. It's just that nowadays, normal mode and LFR are so close in mechanics and difficulty that it feels like when you're doing normal, it almost feels like LFR. At least that's how I feel about it. Like, normal should be queuable. Heroic and mythic should be the ones you put groups together for. And I think I gotta go up top to talk to the, I believe you can fly lady. But then again, I don't have a flying mount, so that takes care of that. Usually riding a flying mount. Oh yeah, the tiger flies. Nice. Question is, how much is it, and can I afford it? That's what I'm more worried about. Oh yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty cheap. Yeah, the next one's gonna be the rough one. So what can I do with this one? That's what I call slow. Have mercy. Just kind of chilling. Start dancing on them boxes, right? I know, man. Watch out, I don't need to learn from this chick anymore, right? Because I just learned it from the other person. I think I just learned all the regular stuff already. Hey, you could buy some mounts, start a collection on this guy. I'm not looking to spend any fucking gold right now. I need to save all my shit. Yeah, but see, if I had not paid for the 6-month subscription to get this mount along with the 6-month sub, then I wouldn't have a flying mount. I mean, can I even fly in BFA? No, right? Like, I think in BFA I still have to like work my way to it. Yeah, I still can't fly in BFA. Or to make old zones relevant again. I'm more about them making old raids relevant again. Not too big on the whole make old zones relevant again. I've already been through all the zones. I don't need to go back through them 15 times over. I mean, some zones have to be remade because of like the significance to the expansion. Sure, I'm all for that. I'm about moving forward, not going back to what we already went to. It's fun when you do it in moderation. Like Legion did it correctly, right? Legion, the original Legion artifact quest lines, when you did them on all your tunes, they sent you all over the world. It was great. It was a great start to the expansion, right? Everyone went from Dalaran to then splitting up. You were like in Tirisfal Glades. You went back to Wrath of the Lich King places. You know, that's kind of cool when you do it like that, you know? But like, why would you want to make like Elwyn Forest relevant, right? Who wants to make the Barrens relevant, or Silithus relevant, or Ungoro Crater relevant? Like, you've been there already, man. Like, don't you want to go to new places and experience new shit? I always say this because it's so weird that people just always want to have revamp. Like, how many times do you want to keep going back to the old world? You know, like, how many more times do we have to go back? It feels like home. Yeah, well, you'll have player housing maybe, right? So look at that. You think about that as your new home. The way I see it, we're not in the, you know, we're not in the days of WoW where you need to, like, you know, in a leveling dungeon, need to respect the tank to a point where you have to wait 6 minutes for him to do whatever he wants because, you know, they're cocky about it. Like classic tanks, like the way we used to be back in the day. It's like, oh, we've been in this dungeon for like an hour and a half now. You're gonna wait right there for me to take my shit. If I gotta go to the bathroom, you better damn well respect that shit because you ain't got nowhere else to go. Nowadays, it's like, oh, look, it's a tank who's not tanking and AFKing. Wait, hold on, this shaman can tank this boss. The moves, the plays. I couldn't tell who he was pursuing. Like, imagine if all this shit happened in like a Mythic Plus. It would have been over. Look at that tree. Back in the day, I had a hunter named Pull or I Will, and my pet was Shoulda Pulled. That's a good one. Boom, 32. Yeah, there it is. New passive effect for Carve. Carve reduces the remaining cooldown on Wildfire Bomb by 1 second for each target hit up to 5. So pretty good for dungeons. Let's see. For this, bigger upgrade is the legs. Let's see these for some possible sellage, which probably won't sell. Yeah, I would definitely say the biggest hurdle right now during this whole 9 to 5 leveling and being, limited is definitely the gold aspect of it. Like, I am not used to having this little gold on me. It's a little disturbing. Normally I create a new tune and I would have another tune that could send that tune like 100k gold, and then I can buy whatever epics, BOEs, enchants that I need to make leveling a lot easier. Now it's like not that easy. I gotta make gold. Then again, making gold becomes easier once you hit Shadowlands, because then you can start doing all the Covenant stuff, duties, new zones, once you hit 60. But, in this little leveling arena here, it's a little tougher to want to buy something. Like, I would love to put an enchant on my weapon, but no weapon I have is really worth putting an enchant on it, because I'm leveling so gradually that I'm in full greens and a few blues. I mean, it's borderline like classic style gearing and leveling, except you're still kind of powerful. Like, I want to buy gems for my boots. I don't know what gems to buy. Like, should I buy gems? Anyway, I think today's 9 to 5 time is over. I have 8 hours, 46 minutes played, but out of those 46 minutes, 44 minutes are eliminated because I mistakenly left my character logged in to Desire Lore while I was taking a shower this morning. So it's I have 8 hours and 4 minutes logged. We'll just call it 8 hours. Now give me a second while I log into my main account. I am rested in this little area in Nazmir, so not bad. Level 20, what? Level 20 to 32 today in 4 hours. That's not bad. It's 12 levels, about 3 levels every hour. Got some gear, got some gold.